What's going on, everyone? Jake here. Out in the garage, as you can probably see. Last Saturday was auction day, of course. There was one the next town over. It was a old semi-repair shop that had closed up. But there's this huge, it's like a warehouse, just full of all sorts of stuff. So I picked up a couple pretty cool things I'll show you here. But the main thing I picked up is a couple riding mowers. And we're gonna work on those today and see if they can run. So before we get started on the mowers, I'm gonna show you a couple other things I picked up. This is one of them, an old Tecumseh clock, which I thought was super cool. It's supposed to light up. There's a bulb in it. I plugged it in, and the hands move, but it doesn't light up. Probably needs a new bulb. But yeah, I thought that was pretty awesome. And then also this Freightliner door, which I thought was pretty cool. So I bought that and was gonna hang it on the wall with my Datsun door. And then I bought some weed whips that are over at my friend Adam's house. He's working on those. But these were the two big items. Let's step back here. Unfortunately, I think they were hauling like trailers and stuff with this one, because it didn't have a mower deck, and like all of the hangers and stuff for the mower deck, they're all gone. Like they took them all off. So that's kind of unfortunate. So but this thing, what I don't really understand about this one is it's got a 24 horse motor, giant motor, and it's got a 42-inch cut. Why did they put such a giant motor in it and such a small cut? Like my other Craftsman's a 22 horse and it's a 50-inch cut. But I think this is about like a 2003, 2004. I did actually put a battery in this. This one does run. I'll fire it up for you in a minute. This one I haven't messed with, so this one we'll figure that out together. But it's got it didn't have a key with it, but my Chevy truck key works just fine. So you turn it on, I don't know how well you can see, it's only got 116 hours on it. So this thing it's like new. But pull the choke, there's the throttle. And she comes right to life. The only thing I did to this mower was put a battery in it. It already had fuel in it. It fired right up. And it runs pretty well. And it was sitting outside. I don't know how long it was sitting outside, but it was outside. So, and it's got the automatic hydraulic drive. Although I couldn't get the reverse to work. I don't know why the reverse isn't working. So that's that one. Craftsman Professional. I'm debating, trying to see if I can get a deck back on this thing, or maybe pull this engine and put it in my other mower, the mower that I mow with. Although that's got a Kohler, and personally I would much rather have a Kohler than a Briggs & Stratton. But that's just me. Okay, so on to this one. Let's see, this one is a Tractor Supply brand. It's a Husky. It's supposed to have some decals on it they're missing. And this is you won't believe this. I couldn't believe it. This little tiny mower, and you pop the hood, and it's got this giant twin Briggs in there. Just huge. and it spins free. It's not seized up. And it has a 43-inch cut. It's a Husky, and it's not hydrostat. It's gear driven, just fine. It's got headlights on it. So this one I have not attempted to start yet. I think there is a little bit of fuel in it. Yep, there is some fuel. I'm going to put a battery in it and see if it'll fire off the fuel that's in it. If not, I'll drain it and put fresh fuel in it. So, give me a minute to put a battery in it. Alright, so I got the battery hooked up. Let's see if she'll do anything. I don't know if I have to have the clutch down or not. PTO's off. Not doing anything. Oh, there's a light there. Oh, it's lighting up. It's getting power. Well, let me get this set here. That might be part of it. That clutch brake. Okay, try her again. There she goes. Turn it over nice and strong. Let's give it some choke. We've got it about half throttle. Okay, let's see what she'll do. Okay, give it some more throttle. Try again. Okay. Let me pull the top of this air cleaner off and give it a spray. Okay, so sprayed a little go-go juice in the carburetor. Try her again. Still nothing. Huh. Wonder if it's not getting spark. That wouldn't be good. Well, it is a possibility. Yeah, I'm not sure. Guess this one's not gonna run right now. Well, let me try it one more time. Give it one last go. Nope. Yeah, not gonna fire. It might not be getting spark. It must not be. If it should have fired. Well, I'll have to figure that out. Okay, so my buddy Adam came over, and we did figure out that it wasn't going to spark. But Adam was looking at the plug wires for the coil, and you know, there's a couple spots where it was kind of worn, so he suggested wrapping them in electrical tape. So I went ahead and did that, and we got spark, and we got it to fire. It won't stay running. I'm wondering if the fuel pump might be bad, but let's see if I can get it to fire again for you. I just sprayed some juice in there, so. So it does run, although with the ignition ground wire, well, that's for the kill switch. When you shut it off, It, kills the spark. When that is plugged onto the coil, we don't get any spark. But with it unplugged, we are getting spark. So it might, I might just need to replace that coil. It's probably, maybe 15, 20 bucks, so no big deal. But as far as it not getting fuel, I'm not sure what to do with that. It's probably going to need a fuel pump and carb rebuilt. I really don't like these old Briggs & Stratton setups. It's all one piece. Those never really worked all that well. So I'll figure it out. So there you go. That's what you get for 90 bucks. They both run. That one's the Husky's gonna need a little work, but shouldn't be anything too hard. So let me know what you think. Smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. And have a good one.